Welcome, my friends. Today, let us journey into a place of reflection, a place where we can talk about a powerful truth. In a world that constantly pushes us to do more, be more, and have more, it's easy to lose sight of what it truly means to be a good person. We often find ourselves chasing achievements, titles, and approval, thinking that these things define us. But true goodness, real fulfillment, comes from something deeper, something that can only be found within. Today, I want to share with you the wisdom I've gathered through years of reflection and stillness. Together, we'll explore what it truly means to become a good man, not through grand gestures or external validation, but through simple acts of kindness, understanding, and inner peace. So if you're ready to start a journey of self-discovery and growth, let's take the first step together. To become a good man, what does it truly mean? Many of us search for the answer through achievements, status, or approval from others. But I've spent many years in solitude, reflecting deeply, and what I have learned is simple yet profound. To become a good man is to become a man of understanding, humility, and purpose. The first step in this journey is to look inward. So often we look outside ourselves for validation, for a sense of purpose, or for a map to guide us. But the path to becoming a good man begins with understanding who you truly are. When I was young, I thought wisdom came from books, from teachers. But the most valuable lessons I've learned in life have been those I found in silence, within myself. It's easy to get caught up in the noise of the world. We are taught that success is measured by what we achieve, by how others see us. But my friend, the measure of a man's goodness is not in what he does, but in how he does it. It's in the quiet moments, when no one is watching, that true character is formed. Being a good man starts with self-reflection. In my monastery, we meditate every day, not just to quiet the mind, but to understand it. Without self-reflection, we cannot know our faults or our strengths. Without reflection, we remain blind to our own behavior, to the impact we have on others, and to the potential we have within us. I remember a time many years ago when I was full of pride. I thought that being a good man meant being strong, resolute, and always right. But as I grew older, I learned that the strongest man is the one who can admit when he is wrong, the one who can let go of pride and ego. It was difficult at first, so difficult to accept that I was not always right, that I was not always wise. But once I allowed myself to embrace my imperfections, I felt a deep sense of freedom. Goodness comes from humility. It's about lowering the walls we build around ourselves and allowing ourselves to be vulnerable, to be human. It was difficult at first, so difficult to accept that I was not always right, that I was not always wise. But once I allowed myself to embrace my imperfections, I felt a deep sense of freedom. Goodness comes from humility. It's about lowering the walls we build around ourselves and allowing ourselves to be vulnerable, to be human. True compassion does not wait for others to ask for help. It is an instinctive understanding that we all share the same human experience. Every person you meet has their own pain, their own joys, and their own story. When you begin to listen with your heart, to truly see others for who they are, not as obstacles, not as means to an end, but as fellow travelers on the path of life, you become a good man. Finally, becoming a good man requires a life of purpose. It is not enough to simply exist or pass through life. You must ask yourself every day, what is my purpose? Am I contributing something good to the world? When you live with purpose, your actions, your thoughts, and your words align with something greater than yourself. They carry meaning, they carry impact. Purpose does not have to be grand. It can be as simple as helping one person, listening to a friend, or showing kindness to a stranger. The small things build the foundation of your character. A good man doesn't need to change the world in one day, but he does need to leave it a little better than he found it. Thank you for sharing this space with me. Until next time, walk gently, my friend.